What's up, everybody? It's Dustin with NC Bass TV again. Weather's not cooperating outside. It's ugly outside. There's 100% chance of rain. It's been raining since yesterday, off and on yesterday. It's supposed to rain all day today, so it's just not the weather for me to go out there and get some good video fishing yet. So today, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and just before the fishing season really kicks off, and before springtime fishing and pre-spawn, spawn, and all that, I'm gonna just go through what I have in my tackle bag over here, and just I'm not stocked up completely right now. I bought a few things the other day at the expo. I'll go through a little bit of that with you guys, and just basically show you guys what I have in my tackle box right now, or tackle bag right now to start the season. And like I said, I'm not fully stocked up, but I mean I got some nice springtime lures in here, so I am prepared for that. Whether it be jigs, jerk baits, square bills, anything like that. And I throw worms year round, so I got that in here, and we'll just go through that a little bit, and just I'll show you guys where I'm at with my tackle bag right now. I do plan on stocking up a little bit more before bass season, the fishing really gets on. I do plan on stocking up a little bit more before that. So I'll run you guys through this. It won't be a really long video, but just show you guys what I got going on in my tackle bag. So let's get started. Alright, so box number 1. I keep all of my hooks in this box. I'm really low on hooks right now. That's why I have a big box, because usually I have more hooks in here than what I do right now. Pretty low on hooks, so bear with me. I know it looks kind of crazy to have this big box with no hooks really. Top left up here, I keep my jig heads, just any kind of jig head, rounded jig heads up there. Right here I have what I use for my Ned rigs, the mushroom top jig heads. I'm not sure how well y'all can see that, but I use these a lot. Like I said, with the Ned rig, TRD rig, I use these like crazy, and they work really, really well. You catch a lot of fish, not always huge fish, but a lot of fish. I have shaky head jigs, or shaky head hooks here as well, and here, different style of shaky head jigs. I also have some O-rings for the for wacky rigs. Keep those here as well. Drop shot weights up here. Pinch weights, bullet weights, circular hooks, and these two cubbies here. These are what I use the most of. Not always red, but I mean I use these are Gamakatsu. 99% sure. It's what I use 9 times out of 10, so I'm pretty sure that's what these are. I think this is 2 or 3/0. I use 2, 3, and 4/0. These worm hooks right here, I use these more than anything else. Use these like crazy. Flipping hooks in this cubby here. I think these are weighted hook. Yeah, weighted swim bait hooks, whatever you want to use them for. Weighted hooks there. Different style of worm hooks in this cubby. Another style of worm hooks in this cubby. And then another one that I use a lot of is the weighted and weedless wacky rig hooks. I use these like crazy. And this is a bad habit that I have. Cut line, throw the worm in here, and just leave it. And makes for me having to clean it out a lot. But that's it for the first box. I'll go on to the second one. This is where I keep all of my hard plastics, jerk baits in the corner. Springtime's coming up. These are going to be key. Very, very important. Some different crankbaits. In this top right corner here, I got a crawfish imitation here, shad style right here. This is probably the one that I throw the most of. It's a sexy shad, KVD. Throw this one like crazy, and awesome results from that one. Let's see if I can get them back in there how I had them. Okay, right here I have 2 different, only colors I throw of the jitterbug. Usually these are morning time or nighttime, but you got a white belly on this one, and then it's all black. That's why I picked this one up. It's just white and black, and I throw these not too often, but I have caught nice fish on these in the morning, early morning, top water bite. It's pretty nice with these. Some hula poppers here. I have a head and prop bait. It's got the propeller on the back. I bent that so how I like the action to be on it, but this works really well in the morning as well. Nice noise to it with the props going. Also, probably very important baits to me. I have a smaller type popper, both the same exact color, and then a bigger size depending on what kind of presentation that I wanna bring on the table. So I throw these like crazy. I love these. I also have a only rattle trap I have right now, which is kind of sad. I usually have more than that. But chromed out rattle trap, and I mean this one's got plenty of noise, great noise, and I love throwing this. It always produces very sticky hooks on this one as well. This is the only spook that I keep in my tackle box. I really need to venture out and start throwing these more often than what I do. They work really well. This is the only one that I have right now. It's a baby bass color, and it does really well. And last thing in here that I'm going to talk about, actually I have this chartreuse in black square fingers. This chartreuse in black works amazing as well. I throw that probably just as much as I throw the Sexy Shad KVD, but really good results, and love this thing. Then I have this giant deep diving crankbait that I've never thrown. Still got the rubber bands on it. I think I got this out of a mystery tackle box a while back, sometime last year, and I just haven't ran into the opportunity to use it. I'd love to, I just haven't had the opportunity. The situation hasn't come up where I've needed to throw it. So hopefully one day. Hopefully one day. All right, that's it for box number 2. All right, for my third out of 4 boxes, this is, I put most of my skirted lures in here, whether it be jigs, buzz baits, spinner baits. I got some frogs in here as well, and chatter baits. That's where I keep all this at. It's not the most organized thing in the world, but I know where it is, and it works out for me. We'll start, I guess we can start up here with some, oh, this is a messed up jig, that needs a new skirt. A few of the jigs that I have, a few different colors, black and blue. Let's see, there's another black and blue there. Purple in that one as well. It's got a little bit of purple. And that one, let's see. We'll go down here. I have a swim jig here. This one has, I've beat this one up pretty good. There's no eye on this side. I really need to buy a new one like this because it's done really well. I just throw it out there, drag it through pretty much anything, and I've caught nice fish with it. A few more of the greens and browns. Up here I have, oh, this is a random rooster tail. I'll get that out of there. A few chatterbaits up here. This is a chartreuse and white chatterbait here. Then I have I believe that would be like a brown or a green pumpkin there. I typically only keep 3 colors in my chatterbaits. You got brown, green, anything like that, chartreuse and white, and then I always have a black and blue as well. This does really well. I love throwing this this chatterbait here. I throw it a lot. Alright, now I'll move into some of my frogs. I have a few different types. There's another jig there. I think I have a few live targets as well as Spro, but this one, never had too much luck on it with the legs on it. I've thrown it plenty of times, never really had much luck on this one here. Have caught plenty of fish on the black, with the black belly there. Plenty of fish with that one. And then I have a popping frog type deal here. Perch, I guess it would be more of a popping perch. But this works really well. It always produced pretty well for me. Then I have a smaller, I'm pretty sure this is a live target. So you can see the difference. It's a lot smaller than the other frogs that I have here. And then my final one that I have in this tackle box is a all white belly on it. And this has done really well. I've always caught fish on this one. I mean, I love throwing this all white and the black as well. I love throwing that black frog. They do really well. Let's see. Now I have a mess down here is what I have. But it's basically, I have a few buzz baits, a few spinner baits. This buzz bait right here is actually what I caught my personal best on, 8-pound, 14-ounce bass on this buzz bait right here. And I'll probably keep this forever, but it was out of a really small pond, and I did not expect it, but it blew up on it a few feet from the bank, and got her in, and she was huge. So I'll probably keep this forever. And that's it for that jumbled up box there. Alright, this box here is definitely way too big for what I keep in it, but what I keep a few. These are basically the only colors of rooster tails I throw. The white with the all white and silver spoon does awesome. This green with the gold spoon, I've done really well with that one. All black with gold, and then see, that's all black with gold. It's a little bit smaller size. I think this might be like a 3/8, possibly something like that. Smaller size on that one. And this color right here, I always do really well with. So this is just, like I said, way too big of a box for what I have in here. But I like to have them with me because I never know when I want to switch up and go after something else. Also, some all white, little crappy jigs, swirltail grubs, and then some all yellow ones. And I always keep some spinners with me just so I can hook those up to the jig heads. Sometimes that presentation, they'll go after the gold spoon on the jig heads, and it just works better than just throwing the jig. That's pretty much it for the boxes in my tackle bag. I do have some of the side pockets filled up with probably too many worms and stuff, but we'll go through that pretty quick. Alright, so this isn't all of what I have as far as soft plastics in my bag. This is what I use all the time. I mean, some more than others, obviously, but this is what I use predominantly. I mean, I use these a lot. Up here in the top corner, I have a pack of Strike King black and blue with a blue tip. Then I have, for some reason, I have 2 packs of the watermelon red black. These do really, really well. If I don't want to get the Yamamotos like I have here, because I have the same color in this, same color here as these, and I want to, cut back a little bit and not spend so much money, I'll buy these, and they do really, really well. Not as well as the Yamamotos, but they do produce pretty well. Then I only typically throw one color of lizard, all white, zoom. They do really well. Then I have here, I have 3 different colors of finesse style worms. I have an all black, green pumpkin, and watermelon seed as well. Alright, then up here in the middle row here, I have some of the stuff that I bought from the expo over the weekend. I bought these because I've never seen this style of black and blue. It's just a little bit different from some of the stuff at Walmart, Bass Pro, stuff like that I've ever seen before. This one was one that I had to get. I mean, it's a black and red base on the worm here, and then it's got this silver tail. I'm not sure how well y'all can see that. But I haven't got to try these out either yet, and I'm really excited to try these out. I think they'll do really, really well and produce really well. I also bought some green pumpkin chartreuse dip tails, and anything with this chartreuse dip tail has always produced for me. I actually keep a bottle of chartreuse and garlic dip in my bag in case I ever want to switch up, and if I have one that's just all day, I don't have any with the dip tails, I'll go ahead and dip the tails, and it blows up from there. Alright, on to some of my crawls and just stuff like that. Speed crawls, anything like that. I have a few bags of those. I have some black and blue Havoc crawl fatties, as well as some baby packer crawls from NetBait, and these do really, really well. And then the Zoom speed crawl watermelon seed, I throw these every now and then. They do really, really well. And probably my favorite way to catch a fish, one of my favorite for sure, is the Stanley ribbit frogs. They're a paddle tail frog, and I absolutely love blow-ups on these. I mean, it's the best blow-ups you'll see, and from my experience, it's just the best blow-up. Bass love these, and I can't recommend these enough. I love fishing with Stanley ribbits. And then over here, the last little portion of what I have as far as soft plastics, I have Zoom, the Super Chunks, in a let's see, this is a black and blue color here, as well as the green pumpkin. That's basically the only 2 colors I'll ever throw, which is those 2 colors. They work with pretty much any color combination. You can throw them on there. You can throw the green pumpkins on there with black and blue, and it'll do fine. And last but not least is a white pearl Zoom Super Fluke. Throw this Texas rig weightless, and it always produces really, really good results from these. Alright guys, I really appreciate you guys stopping in and checking out this video. Showing tons of support on my last video, more than I thought that I would get in a couple of days. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys stopping in, taking time out of your day, because I know you guys are busy, and just checking out what I have going on in my tackle bag, and just going through everything, talking to you for a little bit about what I like to throw. And if you guys have any tips on what you like to throw, please give me feedback. Go in that comment section, let me know what I need to try out, what I need to go buy, what I have to have, because I'm always looking to broaden my horizons and try new things. And if there's results with baits that I haven't tried, I would love to try them. And I'm always up for new recommendations and trying things out like that. Like I said, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I'm going to try to get a routine going for posting these videos, but right now the weather in North Carolina is just not cooperating. So work with me a little bit and I'll get nice content out, a lot of bass fishing out for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.